What's going on? Welcome back to another video here at the Trailco YouTube channel. I'm Conrad. Today we're going to be talking about upper control arms, and I've got two really solid options here from a company called JBA Offroad that we're going to be talking about to see if these are a good fit for you. Before we get into the video, if you're looking for any kind of Tacoma mods, 1st gen through 4th gen, head over to tacomaforce.com. They've got cool little mods like this, which is the seatbelt chime silencer. It stops that really annoying dinging that you get. Use them responsibly. Find them on tacomaforce.com, one-stop shop for all things Tacoma. If you're watching this video, you're probably going to or already have lifted your truck or SUV. And you've probably done a little bit of research to figure out what other supporting mods that you might have to do. Obviously, there's coilover, struts, shocks, springs, but sometimes an overlooked area and a highly recommended one to upgrade are the upper control arms. Now, factory upper control arms, they're meant for OEM ride height and OEM performance, meaning if you're gonna push your truck off-road really hard, chances are they're gonna wear out pretty fast. Upgrading to an aftermarket set is gonna give you more strength, more articulation, better alignment specs, and in general, give you the most out of your lift kit. So if you're already going down that path, maybe your factory arms have failed you, maybe you can't get your truck in spec, one of the reasons, a main reason, and again, a highly recommended one, is that you're gonna upgrade your factory uppers to something that can handle the application a little bit better. Let me flip the camera around and I'll tell you a little bit more about JBA. For over 20 years, JBA has been in the suspension game. And after 20 years, this is the only product that they make. And that's incredible because once you find your niche, that's where you're gonna get rich. Or I think that's what the saying goes, like JBA does one thing really, really well, and that's upper control arms. We're gonna get into the packaging and some of the other stuff like that, but you can trust a brand that's been doing one thing for that long. Obviously, there's gonna be reviews, there's gonna be feedback, there's gonna be things in the community that you can read about them. All those things are stellar. Their customer support is amazing. They're crazy helpful. And I guess to kind of kick it off here, their packaging is incredible. So everything comes in these low profile boxes. We've got the expanding foam in there. Everything is wrapped up. I've got things partially opened up, so not fully what it came like out of the box, but you can tell how well everything is in there and how secure it is. You get everything you need, a little booklet, hardware, and you're ready to go right out of the box. So JBA has two different kinds of control arms. If you have an older gen Toyota, this is going to apply for both, meaning that you'll have the standard and the heavy duty, so standard duty, heavy duty. If you've got a newer gen truck like my Tacoma, they're only at the moment going to have the heavy duty, which I'll get to later, but I highly recommend that if you want to future-proof your build, you just go straight for the HDs. But here we've got a quick side-by-side. I'm going to pull them out of the box next, and I'm going to show you what's similar, what's different between the HD and the standard. Here we go. Standard, heavy duty. At first glance, they look the same, but if you start to look a little bit closer, you'll pick up on all sorts of differences. Let's start out with what makes them the same. One, they're welded on the exact same jig, so the geometries are the same. You can see that by their general shape. They both have 3 degrees of caster built in, so it'll help dial in those alignment specs a little bit easier and to move that wheel forward away from the fender and the firewall for better tire clearance. Now, a huge feature, ball joints. JBA has the Max 90 ball joint. Now, as far as I know, they are the only ones that make their own ball joint right here in America. The 90 stands for degrees of range of motion, which is a huge amount of motion, actually more than a lot of uniballs. There's a bit of a misnomer that uniballs are always the best option. Well, one, for most of us who use our daily driver rigs, and we drive around on the street and potentially in the salt if you live in that environment, uniballs are not so friendly. And oftentimes those race car drivers that use those components, they're rebuilding these things after every race. So for longevity and practicality, the sealed ball joint in this sense could actually be superior. Now, they make the actual ball joint itself out of domestically sourced 4140 chromoly steel, and then the joint is Cerakoted with some Cerakote H series coating. It's an oven cured coating if you want to do a little bit more looking into that. I believe it's also used on firearms. So if you've seen how durable the coatings are on there, that's Cerakote for the most part. And they're also sealed, obviously. So you're able to grease them, They've got the little Zerk fitting on there. And again, I don't know if I could name or I've seen a better ball joint than this, and I hesitate to use the word better. I've seen a lot of good results and feedback from people in the community who have been running these for a long time, and they say that they do live up to the hype. They're so easy to replace. 4 nuts and bolts. You don't even have to pull them off the truck. Saves you time, money, labor. 4 bolts. You can keep them on. You disconnect that from the spindle knuckle, and you're good to go. Now, next up, the inner pivot bushings. JBA calls these the Easy Lube bushings. They've also got that Zerk fitting on there. Channels for grease. Keep everything nice and quiet and make sure they last as long as possible. If we're talking about travel and articulation, no matter which one you choose, you're going to get an additional 1 inch of down travel that's coming from that high range of motion ball joint. And you're also going to get a big problem, especially at full droop, some upper control arms and some coilover strut combos. There is a chance that the spring might need to be rotated, or by design, accidentally, it ends up contacting. JBA takes that into account, and from what I've seen, these are very good at full droop at keeping away this portion right here, away from the spring on your lift kit. Now the finish, you're not going to be able to miss this. Obviously, we got that JBA bright red powder coat. If you've got a lot of red accents on your rig, this is going to fit in really nicely, or just add a little bit of a pop of color. Both arms have the same recommended wheel and tire sizes. Both of them have the same 3,000 to 5,000 mile recommended interval for greasing, for the pivots and for the ball joints. And the warranty, pretty killer warranty, lifetime guarantee on these bad boys. Can you believe that? And then they have a 365-day return policy. That's huge, especially for something of this caliber made right here in the United States. And finally, for similarities, we've got lift kit compatibility. Both of these arms should work with most lift kits between 1 inch and 3.5 inches of lift. And now for what is different. These arms have more similarities than they do differences. First of all, if it matters to you, that there's a difference in weight. So we've got the standard set coming in at 18 pounds, and we've got the HD set coming in at 22 pounds. Not a massive difference, but maybe that weight makes a difference for you. Obviously, the stronger, the beefier, the better component is always gonna be a little bit bigger and a little heavier. Now, a big one in terms of differences, it's the tubing. Look at the difference between that tube and that tube right there. Both are made from American 1026 DOM A513-5 tubing, if that means anything to you. The one over here, the standard, obviously, and I think as the name implies, heavy duty versus standard duty, is going to have a small tube with a thinner wall. This is 1.06 OD by 0.75 ID, where the heavy duty uses a 1.313 OD by 1 inch OD. And respectively, between those two sizes, that's a 23.9% jump and a 33.3% jump, an increase respectively. So there is a big difference, even from a percentage direct side-by-side comparison, in terms of how much more robust these are. We're looking at about a quarter to a third beefier of an arm here with the HD. Now, the HD also gets additional gussets right here on that inner pivot. You can see that it wraps all the way around the back over here and into the pivot. Obviously, a serious amount of reinforcement for where we're gonna see a lot of loading, especially the heavier you use your truck. Final thing that's different, obviously the price. JBA is cool because JBA already prices things really well. So if you're more in the budget, again, daily setup, you're looking to save a few bucks, do not buy a cheap control arm when one of these, it costs currently $603. $603 for the peace of mind that you get with a company like JBA is going to give you way better value for your dollar compared to buying something that might be $300-400 that came from overseas or is from a less reputable manufacturer. $600, guys. $600 for a set of standard ones, really good. And now we jump into the HD. Not an insane jump, but this is $853. Again, currently prices might change, but Not a terrible jump, about $250 more on this set. And again, if you're gonna future-proof your rig, if you're gonna be running 35s, 37s, you're gonna be rock crawling, you're gonna be pushing your truck, I highly recommend that you just go straight to these. So $600, about $600, and about $850 for our final difference between these two arms. So how do you choose? We already covered this a bunch of times, but if you're not planning on taking your rig out, you're gonna mainly stick to street driving, the occasional trail, probably a Forest Service road, not a ton of rocks. The standards are gonna be your best friend. Save yourself some money and get a really solid set of arms for the price. But if you're really gonna be beating your truck up, like I said, big tires, rocks, maybe trying to go a little bit faster, maybe jumping your truck. Some of us are, a little bit more into abusing and putting the truck through its paces. That's what you're gonna wanna go for the HD. So if it comes down between the two of them, it really is as simple as how hard are you gonna use your truck? Or, like I was saying, how much do you wanna future-proof so you're ready for when the hobby takes over and you go a lot farther than you thought you might have on day one. So you might be asking yourself, why do you have two sets of control arms that don't fit your truck? Well, if you guys don't know about one of the main sites that we have is trailtacoma.com, where we basically partner with you, the community, the creators, the people that are out there testing this stuff. And I have two sets of arms that are now gonna go out to our team for more testing. We're gonna find one person who uses their rig super hard. We're gonna give them the HD set. We're gonna find somebody that's got more of a daily driver setup, and we're gonna send them the standard set. And then they're gonna come back and report back. So if you like getting paid, and if you like getting free parts, check out trailtacoma.com. If you go to trailtacoma.com/apply, it's gonna go right to our emails, and we can kind of get you in the mix on all this stuff. But for the point of kind of wrapping up this video, I wanted to show you guys two really rad upper control arms from an awesome company that does nothing but upper control arms. So if you're in the market, you're looking at lift kits, control arms, everything like that, make sure you check out JBA Offroad. If you have any comments, let me know. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. All the links are going to be in the description, and we'll see you next time.